Hello, my name is Earl Myler. I'm the chairman and founder of Myler, the Church Building People. It is my distinct privilege to introduce you to the Organizing for Success program that Myler has developed for churches who are in the beginning stages of their church building programs. In the early years, when Myler began specializing in the planning, design, and construction of churches, we found that the leadership of churches was spending a tremendous amount of their time in looking for helpful information and figuring out how to organize themselves for their church building program. They were trying to find out such things as, what are we supposed to be doing and what are our responsibilities as a church during our church building program? How many support committees should we put in place? What are the specific duties and responsibilities of each of these support committees? How many people should we have on each committee? What is the best organizational structure that we should put in place to coordinate the activities of all of these support committees? What has to be done? When should it be done? And by whom is it to be done to keep everything moving smoothly? Other issues that the leadership were concerned about were such things as what, when, and how much are we to communicate with our congregation, especially to maintain unity and gain their support and ownership of the church building program? Who is to coordinate the activities of the architect, the builder, the church building committees, and all the other 150 to 200 people involved in our church building program? How much should our senior pastor be involved? How do we handle problems when they come up? And that list goes on from there. In talking with our clients regarding the issues they were facing, we found out a couple of important things. First, there was not a lot of helpful information or resources out there that the leadership could find to help them. Secondly, they expressed that they were spending many hours of their own personal time in searching for helpful information and figuring out what to do and how to get themselves organized. Precious time that they felt could be better spent on the ministries of their church and with their families. Here are some recent comments we received about the Myler Organizing for Success program. The first comment is this: your Organizing for Success program is absolutely the greatest. It saved us all kinds of time and effort that we would have had to spend in organizing ourselves and finding out what we were responsible for. Another comment was, I can only imagine the frustration we would have faced if we were left alone to do this ourselves. Thank you, Myler. Another comment was, I can only say we are so happy we selected Myler over the other firms we interviewed. The Organizing for Success program in itself is worth thousands and thousands of dollars, let alone the many other things you help churches with. And a final comment we received recently was from one of our clients said this: with the Organizing for Success program and the leadership assistance the people of Myler provide, in addition to their professional services, we avoided all the frustrations that most church leaders go through in knowing what to do, when it is to be done, and who is to do it. Every church ought to hire you just because you care enough to help churches with their side of the project's responsibilities. We here at Myler sincerely pray that the Organizing for Success program will be as useful and beneficial to you and your church as it has been for countless other churches we have worked with over the past 4 decades.
The Organizing for Success program has been developed by the people of Myler to help you and your church leaders save countless hours of personal time and effort in organizing your church for the successful completion of your church building program. The people of Myler want to make your job as church leaders as easy as we can. We not only provide the planning, designing, financing assistance, and construction services for your project, we also incorporate many of the duties that an owner's representative and project manager would provide to your church. As many of our church clients have said, this makes Myler more than just a church design build firm. We truly work hand in hand with you and your church throughout your entire church building program. Proverbs 24:3-4 provides us all our guidance and a sound foundation in getting started properly with a church building program. It says, any enterprise is built by wise planning, becomes strong through common sense, and profits wonderfully by keeping abreast of the facts. You will find there are 7 different sections presented in the Organizing for Success program. So let's review the contents and sections of the Myler Organizing for Success program. Section 1 will cover the reasoning for and the benefits of the Organizing for Success program. Section 2 will cover team organization and collaboration. In this section, we will review how the Myler team is organized, who is on the project team, and what are their respective roles. We will also review what committees the church may want to form and their respective roles. Section 3 will cover objectives of the major task and steps to be performed during the church building program, as well as what major milestones need to be identified and set. Section 4 will cover a very important aspect of the church building program, and that is communications. We will review what is to be communicated, how it is to be communicated, and who is to do the communicating with 1. The congregation, 2. The community, 3. The team members, and 4. The pastor. Section 5 will deal with the Bible-based problem-solving procedures. You can be assured of one thing with a church building program: the devil does not want you to be successful. So problems will crop up to deter you from getting to your goal. It is important that we understand what kinds of challenges we together will be facing and how we go about resolving in a biblical manner any issues that come up. Section 6 will involve the importance of the master schedule for the entire building program from start to finish. We will review what can impact the schedule and what the people of the church and the people of Myler can control and what they cannot control. Section 7 is the last section of the Myler Organizing for Success program and will involve the implementation of who will be doing what and when will it be accomplished, and a review of some of the available Myler tools to get started.